you get out to that lead?
I think it started off with getting 2 steals at the start, and obviously we buy into that. And then when the crowd buys into it, we feed more energy off them. So eventually just getting stops and getting scores, importantly, after that, it really helps feed the team and the energy of the arena. So it was good.
What's it like to play a game like this? I mean, you get a chance to get a lot more playing time.
Mm-hmm. It's always enjoyable, especially if you're going to get more playing time. As coach, just thank him for the opportunity. And just another thing is just don't let it up. Try your hardest every time and to see what comes out of it.
No, and that's what was impressive. You guys come out and get the early lead, and you guys never stop playing defense.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely something we pride ourselves on, and it's definitely something Coach T doesn't go light on in practice either. So I think it's his part, just keeping us on edge and giving us that edge as well, and it's something we all pride ourselves on. So, but we really enjoy that part of the game.
And talk about, did this game give you guys a chance to work on a lot, especially some of the offensive stuff?
Oh, definitely. Got a lot of chances for our players to play in different spots that they're not used to. But also just everyone else getting on the court, getting the ball, getting on the score sheet. Just overall, everyone getting a touch, getting a feel for the game. So it's good.
Defense is the identity, but let's talk about your 15 points. Almost perfect from 3-point land, or might have been perfect. How does that make you feel?
It feels good. I came in tonight not hitting a 3 at all over the season. It's something I've just been thinking about in my head, but I couldn't force it, just let the time come. And tonight happened to be the night, so I'm grateful for it.
You're really the spark plug off the bench. Is that kind of like your identity? How does that make your teammates feel as they can count on you game in and game out coming off the bench?
Yeah, definitely. That was one of the conversations I had with Coach T as well. Just me coming off the bench and trying to be that spark for the team. And so I never try and change my gameplay. I always just try and keep it the same, keep it simple, and just try and do all the little things first. And that's just how I am.
It's so fun to, normally, a lot of those other guys are the ones who are in here doing these post-game interviews. What's it like for you to finally get a chance to do it?
It's weird. It's not my thing at all. But it's cool. I'll take it. It's good.
Does it kind of make you want to, hey, I would like to maybe do this some more?
I really don't mind.
Just like playing.
Pretty much. That's about it.
Just how big was this momentum getting back to playing a D1 team and just pushing you guys with a huge matchup next week?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous heading into today, and these guys would probably tell you that. We worked them pretty hard yesterday. We were worried about how what they run. I mean, that's an extremely well-coached team. That they're going to be that's a future WAC team. They're going to be in our league, and they got good players, man. I think. Credit our guys, man. They did a great job of taking them out of what they do, of really staying in front of the ball, not letting their guards get to the paint, which was a huge emphasis for us. And so extremely proud of our guys for doing that. Because like I said before, I mean, this is an extremely well-coached team and a really talented team. But in terms of, getting another win at home, we love to play in the Teague Center. I think the crowd was awesome. We're extremely thankful to everybody that came to the game today. This is what we keep working for. We don't want it just for Christmas Slam, though. We want it next Saturday for Drexel, too. We got an NCAA tournament team coming in next week. We're going to have to work extremely hard. We're going to have to be even better than we were tonight, probably. But we need that crowd. The way we started this game with a couple steals, and Bias said it, we fed off that energy of the crowd. I think that's what allowed us to stretch the game out.
Well, and talk about how this, the team came out, got a quick lead, and they never stopped playing defense the whole game.
Yeah, no, that's our identity, man. People know that. That's what we do. We score off of our defense, and if defense will always show up for you. Sometimes the offense won't. You can't always count on Tobias hitting 5 threes, but we can always count on Tobias stepping into the paint, taking a charge, Arion Simmons getting in a passing lane, getting a steal, Reggie Miller, Damian Daniels staying in front of the ball, taking charges. We can always count on that. That's something that we control. We can't control whether shots go in or not, and so they're going to play defense, and they know that if they're going to play here, then they're going to play defense, whether we're up 20, down 20, up 2, down 2, we're going to play the same way.
When you talk about Arion, is he a guard?
He's a big guard. We just call Arion big guard. I don't know. He's played center. He's played everything but the point guard. So probably before this year's over, he'll play the point guard for us too at some point. But we just call him big guard, man. He is what he is. We need him on the floor. He brings so much to us defensively, but he also brings a lot to us. The other night he brought it on the offensive end for us, and so he's extremely important, and he's completely bought into how we play. He's a great teammate, and so we just need him on the floor.
I got to think this game is really good that you got a chance to play more guys and work on a lot of things against another D1 team.
Yeah, I think, we used those 3 games that we had last week and we got a lot of minutes and a lot of reps for guys. We didn't get quite as many tonight, but everybody did get to play. That's the good thing. But we're still trying to figure some guys out. I mean, we're not there yet. We've got a long ways to go if we want to compete for a WAC championship. And so being able to stretch this lead out tonight did allow us to get some of those guys some more minutes that I wasn't anticipating being able to get them tonight.
And which I would think the big thing, especially getting your big guys that experience and getting, I mean, this is a big learning experience for a lot of those guys. And what do you think about their progression?
I'm really happy with obviously Cameron Steele. I'm thrilled with. He's doing a great job. He's playing out of position. He's doing a great job for us, holding it down. But YG and Faraha both we need them to come along, and I think they're coming that way. I mean, we would never play them together like we did tonight at the end of the game, but we had an opportunity to do that just to get them minutes on the floor. I think for the first time all year, I think both of them did a great job in our ball screen coverage. They've struggled with that. That's something that they've struggled with, and I think both of them. It just shows you that they're buying into how we play, and they're trying to do what we ask them to do. And if they do that, man, if they can play like they did today, then we're going to be able to get them more and more minutes as the year progresses.
And I think it'd be encouraged because, they're big guys and they're going to do their thing defensively. But they were taking some shots today, especially the big guy. You got, however you say his name.
Yeah, YG, yeah.
And there was one shot there. He looked a little bit like a key.
Yeah. YG can score. We knew that. We need him to be a shot blocker with his length. And, the defensive side of the ball is always what's going to get you on the floor first here. They knew that when we recruited him. YG is probably a little bit more of a scorer than Faraha, but Faraha around the basket is a good finisher. But we need them to step up defensively, because if we can't stop guys from scoring, then it doesn't matter how many points we can score. And so, but they both took a step in the right direction tonight for sure.
5-game win streak. What's the thing that you're most proud of and the thing you want to work on the most going forward next week?
Yeah, we just got to keep getting better. We told them, I think we're number 1 or 2 in the country in most of the defensive stats, But the one that bothers me is our assist-to-turnover ratio, or our turnover margin, I'm sorry. We're high, but we're not where we need to be because we're turning the ball over too much. And so I think that's us getting a little sloppy. We've got to start taking care of the basketball. We're going to work on that a lot this week. I got to do a better job of putting them in a position where they're not having to make such risky passes and do some things. We can all work together to make sure we're not turning the ball over so much. But I'm extremely proud of these guys to put 5. We start off I didn't do these guys any favors, man. We put them on a plane and took them to Utah, and we didn't even come home. We went straight to Texas A&M, and then we got to go on the road to UTA after being home for 1 day. We get on a bus and we head to Arlington. And so, but these guys have just continued to fight and battle for us. Playing 3 games in 5 days this past week, and then ended up playing a 4th one this Saturday, and to come out and play with the energy and the fight that they did. I'm just excited about that.
And now you have a break before Drexel, and it's also finals week for your guys. What's your message now that everyone on campus is kind of stressing out, thinking about different things? What's your message? Yeah,
those guys are no different than any student on campus. I mean, they're thinking about finals, and one of them just headed to the library to go write an essay. We're gonna take tomorrow off. They haven't had a day off in a little while, and then Monday we'll work briefly just on us, and we're gonna let them. We'll just do some things about us, and then we'll get them out and let them go study and get ready. And then Tuesday, the first day of finals, we're gonna take off completely again, and then we'll have 3 days to prepare for a really, really good Drexel team that's gonna be in here on Saturday.